Good morning, traders. It's Monday, February 25th. Taking a look at the charts. This week is probably going to be that high volatility week in the equities market. More or less, we've got the SP 500 and the Nasdaq both coming up to these significant pivot highs. We talked about last week. We might have one final pop push into this area, and then we could see some wide price action range here, potentially carving out a top and see a strong, quick pullback. This type of extended move usually unwinds very quickly with a couple big down days. We're getting legged into that position with our inverse tech ETF, Tech S, and we'll see how things unfold. If you take a look at the NASDAQ, more or less coming up and testing this first high to pivot high this morning. We've got the second pivot high around this 2200. So we're into this deep into this resistance area. And we're just waiting for some type of a reversal pattern here for price to continue or to start to roll over and correct. Now, if we take a look over at, let's pull up natural gas. Natural gas having a nice pop this morning off this 255 area. We're looking for some type of big pop like this is what we'd like to see today. Just starting to pop, gap higher. Hopefully we get a pop and we see it start to continue to run up towards this $2.90 to $3 area. If we look at our UGAS position, I'll just go to the 30-minute chart and zoom back a few days here. You can see where we are. In pre-market, it's trading up about $2 in pre-market. We got in down here now, down by this bottom area after this washout low, so down around 2709, and it is now at 2370 in pre-market. Hopefully, we're going to get this big pop and explosive move to the upside. The last time we saw this type of pop, let's just zoom back in price here a bit more. You can see last time we had a pop that what we're looking for. This is what happened here. We had this big pop and a run that lasted a couple trading sessions to the upside. And that's what we're looking for here is this kind of relief pop and rally up to this $4 mark. Even 36 is a very significant area in terms of just previous price range on the chart. So if we do get an extension from here, a continued pop, we might just close off some of the position and move our stop to break even, because this is a very fast mover. Just as quick as something can go up, it can collapse in natural gas. Taking a look over at, let's move over to our Tech S position. In pre-market trading, it is trading lower. Obviously, it's as the stock market goes up, this will move down. Let's just move into the daily chart here. Overall, we're getting down, oversold. The market at a pretty key previous pivot in the market, and we're looking for a knee-jerk reaction pop to the upside. This is 18. We're looking at a knee-jerk reaction that could very quickly pop to the 20 and potentially even 22 area very, very quickly if the market has a correction. We're looking for something like this, a knee-jerk reaction where price just has a quick rebound and huge move, and that's all we're looking for as a reset, because the market could very easily continue to rise, which means this ETF would fall. Looking over at our other position, NIO, we were looking down here on this day. We were looking at for it to dip down. We were hoping to flush this pivot low. We wanted to add at around the $7 mark. The next day, it ended up reversing. We didn't get to add our second portion to that. It already reversed, popped up higher on Friday, and in pre-market trading, you can see here, let's go to the 30-minute chart. Pre-market trading, it's really popped up huge today. It's at $9, 907, up about 10% from our entry price. Really starting to go and take off. And again, we got on this one, we've got a $9.76 upside target, so that could be reached today. Let's just zoom out on the chart. 976 is up here. We're seeing it. It's already gapping up here to 9, so potential to hit our first target. We've also got a $12 1230 target next on that. So we'll see how this goes. It was covered exclusive on CBS, I think, or 60 Minutes as well on TV this weekend. So we're seeing a huge pop and everyone piling in that this is a major weekly chart basing play. This is what we based it on, was a weekly chart. It was an IPO, and this is exactly what you want to see, a huge green bar, a couple inside days, and then you see continuation, green bar and a breakout, and we got potential for a very significant run in the NIO going forward. Looking over at crude oil, let's just take a quick peek. Crude oil pulling back, it's trading at the second resistance area, pulling back about 2% this morning. Not too much going on in terms of any trade setup that I see in crude oil at this point. But let's take a look over at gold and silver. Gold and silver, they popped up. We posted an article talking about how this looks like an exhaustion move. We were looking for one more push a little bit higher. We are going to actually do an inverse play, which we talked about on a couple radio interviews last week. But gold pulled back. It's forming a little bear flag. I think it could continue to correct, and I think we could see it pull back a little deeper going forward. Looking over at the US dollar index, let me just pull up the actual US dollar index chart here. Here you can see more or less this is the daily chart. We've got continued move higher. We've got higher lows, continues to climb. We've got higher highs, continue to move up. We do have a nice bull flag forming here in the dollar. If this does continue to extend, we are looking for potential 99-100 on the US dollar index. If this extends higher, we are going to see the precious metals correct, and this could take another month or so, which is what we've been talking about, 45 to 60 day pause or pullback. Really, we're down to probably about 40 days now in the precious metals sector as the dollar potentially tests this significant high, which goes back in on the charts from several years and is a very significant resistance area that we could see a sharp correction in the dollar and for it to start to break down after that, which would send gold and silver rocketing higher. So that's what we're looking for there. Anyways, that's it for this morning, and I'll talk to you in a little bit. Bye-bye.